And in this video, we finally go driving with our friends. But then I break the car.
It's having a real hard time running right now. I don't know what's going on.
So then I get to drive the 1700 horsepower car. But we lose our friends again. But we find him again. And then we check out a swing set. And my old man does some absolutely massive wheelies. I'm out here at Glamis, or technically this is Gordon's Well, but if you're not familiar with the Imperial Sand Dunes, it's all Glamis to most people. Today we're going for a few dune rides. I'm going to see if I can convince my dad to let me drive his new Sandrail. I don't know, he turned me down yesterday, so we'll see if he'll let me drive it because that's got over 1,000 horsepower. For the car I've been driving, this is about a 500 horsepower LS3 Sandrail. It's made by a company called Desert Dynamics. It's got big king shocks all the way around, big like triple bypass or whatever. And then we've also got the engine back here with the Corvette taillights, because we've got a Corvette engine, so it's the Corvette Sandrail. If you haven't seen the other videos of me driving this car, we've got a sequential transmission, we've got a turning brake, that's one on the far left, that little knob going forward, that's reverse. There's no windscreen or anything, so I'm gonna be wearing my helmet to try and keep the dust out. I've got this neck gaiter attached to it, which is actually for racing, it's SFI rated for fire, but it's actually been doing a pretty good job of keeping the dust out. And then this transmission, like, it's a lot of force to put it in gear. It's been hurting my hands, so I'm gonna wear my racing gloves to try and cushion that a little bit.
It probably took too long, everybody left us, but we'll be us three cruising now. It should be all right. We'll see if we can find everybody else out there, but big dunes. Sometimes you never see the people you came with if you're not with them right from the beginning. This is where the drag racing is. Every night at sundown is up here on this plateau. So driving with multiple cars out on the sand dunes is nice because you can watch what the car in front is doing to see if they've picked a good line or a good area to drive through. And for somebody who's less experienced at driving, it's great because you can have somebody in front just kind of leading you along, and you're playing follow the leader. So you break down, and if you don't have people with you, there's no guarantees that your friends will be able to come find you out there, and so you just kind of be stuck on your own trying to fix your own vehicle. Reading the dunes, being able to see kind of what they're doing, really is a whole acquired skill. So this is only my second time out here. I've driven a lot of other off-road trucks and cars and all kinds of off-road cars in general, or cars in general, motorsports. But the sand dunes is something entirely different. So while I'm a good driver, I don't quite have the same ability to be able to pick a good line going through the dunes. So having, Clint's pretty experienced, my dad's pretty experienced, so they're pretty good at picking out a good line, and I'll just follow what they do, but I'll be able to, watch their flags, like going up and over a dune and kind of see how their car reacts or which way they tip, so I know, oh, okay, maybe that wasn't great. Let me change how I'm going to come over this compared to how they did. See, once we start moving around like this, it's not really, Once we start turning left and right going over the dunes, you won't get sandblasted as bad, and we're going in a straight line. It's pretty rough. Yeah, exfoliating your skin a little bit with the sand. That's what we're doing. Whoa. Yeah, see, that's like a drop off like I was talking about. Up and over to the right. Wow. Oh, hey, look, we found our friends. No, we just kind of come out here and hang out and do whatever and sometimes you just take a little break, and that's really cool. You don't normally find your friends like this when you're out duning, because it's just so vast, and you know, you don't really have the same line of sight. But we stop, everybody gets the kids out, hangs out, whatever, and it's a lot more fun when you got everybody together.
We found our friends! Now we're all hanging out, got the kids out, playing in the sand, taking it easy. It's kind of funny to be able to park your dirt bike. You just dig the back tire into the sand, because a lot of them, you don't have kickstands. Some of them have the kickstands, but yeah. Get a big group of people. Lots of fun out here. And of course, because the battery's kind of wonky on that and the starter's kind of wonky, they're just gonna leave it running. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sandrails, and 1, 2, 3 or 4 side-by-sides, and then some dirt bikes. I mean, just look at this. This is amazing. I know I've said it a bunch before in all my other videos, but just looking out at these dunes, it's just beautiful. It's something you don't get hardly anywhere in the world, and so many people don't get to experience and see this kind of landscape and this kind of nature. You just don't, because it's such an effort to get out and see it. You have to have a specialized sand car. You can't get in the middle of all the dunes unless you have something like what we've got over here, a side-by-side, a dirt bike with paddle tires, a quad with paddle tires, sandrail, dune buggy. Yeah. There are 2 sandrails out here that are super unique, and I think they're some of my favorites. We've got this guy over here with all the rainbow stuff, the low-cut doors. What's so cool about that is that's a Subaru powered one. It's a single overhead cam EJ25 that's got a turbo on it. It's a built EJ25, and typically these are NA engines, so that's pretty neat. And then over here, this is an old, classic dune buggy chassis with a Subaru engine in it as well, instead of a Volkswagen. Check this out. We've got a couple of guys coming over and around. That's really cool. Down he goes. It's so cool too, watching everybody zip around on the dunes over in the sand and watching them taking their different course and rip up and around. Yeah, that's awesome. We're just kind of playing on the edge of the dune here, jumping off and seeing how far down they can get, because it's a pretty steep drop off. Break time's over. Time to get back in the cars and do some more driving. Alright, here we go. This is one of my favorite things. Navigating the dunes, going up and over and around is a blast. It's even more fun for me when there's a large group of vehicles driving together. You get to watch all the other cars go and then pick your own line to the same area. It's a ton of fun. It's sort of like a roller coaster without rails, and you get to choose where you're going.
I can only imagine the difference of having goggles versus no goggles.
Sometimes you find a little jump that nobody else noticed, or sometimes you watch one of your buddies do something super sketchy. It is a little weird to me that most of the time when you're doing this, you're just cruising mid RPM range. Because I do a lot of drifting with my cars, and I'm usually right at the rev limiter all the time, but when you're duning, you're not really trying to race or blow the doors off. You're just out here to have a good time and have like an enjoyable drive. But every now and then I'll hang back a little bit so I can do a wide open throttle pull or something like that, just to really get that thrill.
We've got, radios not only so we can talk, but then on my steering wheel I've got a button so I can talk over the other radios to other cars. It's so, it's such a unique experience to see this. It really does feel like you're on another planet sometimes. Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm running enough fuel, Dad. It's having a real hard time running right now. I don't know what's going on. We got to start cruising back in with this. I'm heading back to camp. I'm headed back to camp. I already turned back towards camp. I'm cruising on in. I'm looking at campers right now. Okay, I'll make it as far as I can. I don't know. It's really not liking this. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. I was doing this barking a little bit. The gauge isn't super accurate. It says I've got 3/4 tank, but it's doing this lurching thing. I did not want to keep running, so I'm not sure what. Good call. Why is it doing that? That's weird.
Did you break it?
I might have. I don't know what's going on. It's like blum blum.
Yeah. Not really sure what happened there. The car started running a little funny, so we limped it in, and we've got good fuel pressure. I'm wondering if, you know, we left this gas cap open. So earlier last night when I was filling up, I accidentally left this open. So I don't know if our fuel filter's plugged, and now we got to clean out the fuel filter or something. I just don't know. You know, it's getting a little hot. Not terribly hot, but it's getting up to like 205-ish, and which is hotter than, you know, that's okay, but hotter than it should be. And then this air fuel gauge, this is usually pegged all the way down here, and it started, you know, backing up. So I don't know if there's the fuel filter plugged or something. Probably need to clean it out and see what's going on. I don't feel like we're going to Sandrail right now, so we're going to take a little break and do some shopping. Because out here, they do have vendors that sell stuff, so we're going to go see what they got. We drove over in the family car because I didn't want to have to fix the Sandrail, and my dad said that's not cool enough. He has to drive the other Sandrail, and my nephew said, I got to drive this over here, so everybody had to drive. Even though we could all fit in the Expedition. Lots of Gordon's Well shirts and sweatshirts and some hats back there and all kinds of stuff. All right, first things first, let's change the air filter. I thought I had a new one, but you can see it's actually too tall, so that's not going to work. So we'll just try and clean this one. And I've been banging on a tire, and you can see all the junk that's been coming out of it. That's out of the air filter. So we're gonna keep doing that and clean out the air filter a little bit, and then we'll check the fuel filter right there. Okay, air filter's been cleaned. Pulled apart this fuel filter, and it was okay. This is the feed that goes to the rail. There's one more fuel filter under the rear seat that's at the fuel pump, but I really don't want to have to tear into it if I don't have to, because it's like, it's that guy right there, which is going to be kind of a pain to get to it. So just hoping that it was just hot, and that's why it was running funny, because as soon as it seemed to cool off, it seemed to be okay. We're going to start it now and see what it does. Got that nice slopey idle. This is about how it idled before, so it's not like there's anything different there. Let's see what the AFR gauge shows. Yeah, 12. So it runs rich all the time anyway. Water temp is good, oil pressure is good. Everything seems to be okay, but I don't know. We're about to take a trip out over to the Glamis side of the sand dunes, and I'm not sure I trust driving this all the way out there, so I might get to finally ride in that one. After chasing out a bunch of stuff on this, I think it might have been temperature related that it was running so rough. So we have an override switch for the fans to kick them on. Well, I've got that override switch on, and only the right fan is working, not the left. So that's probably why it was running rough, is because we got too hot and entered some sort of thermal protection mode. That's what I'm assuming, kind of like a limp mode. And now everybody wants to go over to Glamis to go to the swing set. I don't have time to fix this, so I'm gonna go beg and plead with my dad to see if he'll let me drive his new rail, because He doesn't particularly like going over there, driving over there. So he just might let me take this thing for a rip. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Fingers crossed, because I've been dying to drive this thing, and after he got her to do wheelies the other night, he's like, "Nuh-uh, I'm driving it. You can drive the other one. I'm only driving this one."
My dad said yes, we get to drive the new car. So this is like a motorcycle transmission, where all the way forward is first.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
So first all the way forward, then
Yep.
neutral, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Okay.
When shifting from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 without the clutch, when shifting down, shift with the clutch.
Shifting down with the clutch, shifting up. So first to second, do I need the clutch, or is it just all?
I think you do, you're going through neutral.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this is way nice. Yeah, over there. Okay. This is smooth. This is way smooth compared to the other car. Yep, right there. Like usual, the last one's up there. There we go.
Just like usual, we took too long to get going, and we got left behind. Luckily, the path from Gordonswell to Glamis is pretty easy. You just take the sand highway. And the start of the highway is where the drag racing takes place at Gordonswell, so it's easy to find. And it's a straight shot all the way from one end to the other. The only problem is knowing where to turn off to get to the swing set. A lot of people have a GPS in their car, and so they'll drop a pin on the actual location of the swing set, making it easy to navigate to, and you don't have to take the sand highway all the way there. But we didn't have that in our navigation, and, well, we were just left to hopefully find it or find somebody who knew how to get there. Luckily, with this super high powerful car, we're able to rip down the sand highway pretty quickly and catch up to some people we know.
We found our friends! I love watching the other cars like this. It's so cool to see them all coming around. Oh, this is a big one. Amazing. Yeah.
Our friends led the way all the way in to find the swing set.
There we go. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, this is so cool. Come on. Oh my gosh, there are so many people here. This is so cool.
We made it to the swing set. This is a gathering place in the middle of the dunes between Glamis and Gordonswell and everything. Over here we've got a volleyball court. There's a swing set right there, right? This is kind of a neat memorial for a lot of people who have either died of the dunes or died and they're huge dune fans. So over there on the swing set and everything, there's little memorials for a lot of people. This is pretty neat. This is just absolutely incredible. It's like a huge destination out here. A lot of people come cruise out here to hang out, and then you've got this big jump right here that people like to go off of. Uh-oh. Somebody might have just gotten stuck right there on the uphill. Oh my gosh. This guy's out here in a Land Cruiser. This is nuts. This is so many people. This is awesome. We got this big group of guys going over here just hitting the dunes and riding around. Check this out. There's like a pre-runner F-150 over here. That's cool. Pre-runner trophy truck. This kid in the dirt bike has been shredding. He's going to be jumping this over here. Massive. Oh, cased it. Ouch. What's this? Check this out. Oh, cars here because you got like these, you know, old Willys Jeep kind of base cars. You got Sandrails, you got old dune buggies. Just, this is so cool, and so many people put so much money into this. There's some new rigs that are like $200,000 or $300,000, and a few of them we just watched them roll in, like, and they're all over the place out here. People invest so much money into this sport and this hobby. There we go. There it goes. Yeah. These are some of those new real fancy Tatums. Look at this. This is amazing. All these are like big turbo cars. Oh, that one's NA, but the other ones are big turbo cars. Oh man, that's some serious money rolling through there. Each of those cars was rolled by is pretty much 200 grand or more. That's wild. There you go. Got a better view of the volleyball court and the swing set. Got people just hanging out. There's a big line of people to go swing and play. Just built out here in the middle of the dunes. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was awesome. This is such a cool place to check out when you're out here. Now it's time to load up and head back to camp.
We did a little bit of duning on the way back. Just had a nice, enjoyable drive back towards camp, and took it a little easy knowing full well that we were going to be doing some pretty wild drag racing when we got back to Gordon's Well.
We fueled up, kind of chilled out for a minute, and now we're gonna end the day by going to the drags. This car seems to be doing okay. So we're gonna cruise over there and then watch the drags, and if it's doing okay, we might make a pass or two, I don't know.
Okay. All right. There we go. Oh my gosh! Woo! You okay back there? Oh my gosh, that was nuts! Oh man, two massive wheelies in a row! Well, you seem to have those wheelies figured out, huh, Dad? Yeah, I'd like a ride along for doing a big wheelie like that. That seems pretty cool.
Alright, we're gonna go do a run in my dad's car. He's driving because he's a lot better at driving this car than I am, and we'll see if we can do some wheelies. Alright. Oh, that guy did a big old wheelie, and he kept it up. That was wild. So cool.
I had to race my dad one last time before we called it a night.
Oh no! Oh, he dusted us. As soon as he got in front of us, I was like, yeah, we're gonna let off. I can see his whip. That was very useful. I'm very glad that I'm wearing my helmet. All right. Well, we're gonna go back to camp now.
That's it for this dune trip. We really ended it with a bang, doing some big old wheelies in that thing, and, you know, taking my son drag racing in that one. That was a whole lot of fun. But, it's time to go home. Now for the most stressful part of the entire trip, of pulling the motorhome out, hoping we don't get stuck here. All right, let's go, old man. Get my dad ripping around the motorhome. It's a little soft where I'm at right now. There goes Steve. He's in a dually truck, but he's got issues with his front hubs locking in. Yeah, there we go, Dad. Let's go. Let's not get stuck. It's so stressful getting out of here. Oh, this is a soft spot right now. Come on, Dad. Come on. I don't want to get stuck either. Come on. Ooh. Oh, this is a big soft spot too. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, this is scary. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, we're making it out to the bathrooms. We're good. We made it.